fuck. Yeah, no, literally, now I can't think of conversation. Why are we bad at this?
We're a year in and we're just as equally bad at this.
I think we were better a year ago.
We're better because we had more energy. Now we're just tired. Now
We were better because we were in the same room, so we could at least play off of each other's energy.
Yeah. There was that. Yeah, but you didn't want to play Bop It with me, remember?
Yeah. Why? I still don't. Why would I want to do that?
Are you kidding me? Bop It? The original
Twist It? The original Bop It. I'd imagine the original Bop It was like a 14th century game that people used to like keep themselves busy while their grandmother was dying of the plague.
It sure was the Staples button.
And welcome.
And welcome. It's specifically Devoid, a podcast.
A podcast. You could say it's a podcast.
You could say it's a podcast. But
some would call it a vodcast on YouTube. Those people are wrong. I got sent an Instagram message by someone I haven't talked to since like a couple months before the quarantine started. And it was a picture of the fucking the haha got you. And I was like, what the fuck?
Derek, how the hell are you?
You know, I got a job. I'm a ginger now.
Your hair is quite almost pink on at least through the eyes of the camera.
That's because the webcam that I bought off of Amazon doesn't know how to handle lighting.
Yeah, we can tell. We can literally all tell.
Look, if I full screen StreamYard, I saw what the lighting did and decided I wanted to go full Seamus.
Very topical to the 2 people listening by now.
Yes. The 2 people who are listening right now who might know who Seamus is.
Yeah. One of them does, thanks Graham, and the other one doesn't, thanks Paul.
At least we got Graham and Paul. If no one else, we got Graham and Paul
in the same room. Not same room, but like same stream. Like
imagine, oh my gosh.
Imagine like Matt and Ben May on like the same wavelength.
Oh gosh.
You know how you said you want to do wrestling Devoid Entertainment with like people? Like we technically could by now.
Yeah. We have.
Like we shouldn't, but like we could.
We could. We could always like pit Matt and Graham against each other.
We already have. That episode came out a while ago.
It sure did.
Not a while, like 2-3 weeks.
We could do a whole season 1 Devoid Entertainment with just the people who we've either been on their podcast or they've been on ours.
No, we could not.
Yeah, we could. Brett and Beaumont.
Matt and Graham. We have not been on their podcast.
Well, I said either people who have been on their podcast or they've been on ours. Because we could do Matt and Graham, Brett and Beaumont, and Zach Shiloh.
And Griff Garrison. Joanna.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about Joanna.
Griffin, Dave Bradshaw.
Will that be out by then?
Yes.
By the time this comes out?
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the week afterwards.
Yes.
Ben and James, because they have been on the podcast. They've been on the wrestling podcast.
Yes, that's right. Because we should do an interview episode of the wrestling podcast soon.
I think we are.
Not an interview, a review, like a we watch an old show and review it.
Those in forever.
We haven't done. We should let's talk after this because we should.
Yeah. Yeah. We cannot do scheduling during the podcast. But yeah, as we were talking off air, I have recently been to Kentucky Fried Chicken, more recently than I want to admit. In my town, it is a KFC Taco Bell combination. And Derek had interesting words about that.
Yeah, so like the one in my town is also a KFC Taco Bell combination. And I just feel like, you know, you find more combination KFC Taco Bells than I think you do like individual KFCs. Like you'll see individual Taco Bells everywhere. I've seen one individual KFC, two. I've seen two individual KFCs, and I've seen maybe a dozen, 20 KFC Taco Bells in my lifetime. But Taco Bells are always individual because that is in high demand. Emphasis on high.
More like the Hive. Check out the Twitch stream that I did. Like at this point, like a month ago.
Are you gonna do that more often?
Yeah, I mean, I think I am. I think maybe like once a week.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I'm not sure if you watched it.
I think I was. Well, it was on Saturday, right?
It was on a Friday.
It was on a Friday. I was elsewhere doing other things.
Drugs.
Nope, not that.
Alcohol.
Nope, not that.
But you could by now.
On the day this video comes out, yes. On today, February 23rd, 2021, no.
It is not the 23rd. It is March 16th.
Is that the day you think this is going out?
I'm pretty sure, actually.
All right, welcome back to Devoid scheduling.
Yeah.
And I really do think we predicted WrestleMania too soon.
But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we have a wrestling podcast for that. Go check it out. Devoid Wrestling.
Same channel.
Same Devoid time, same Devoid channel. That was like a catchphrase. I came up with that all on my own.
I could tell.
Is this the latest we've recorded an episode of the podcast?
Yeah, this is
like an episode of the podcast, not like that fucking New Year's Eve live stream.
I mean, Devoid Entertainment usually is around now.
Devoid Entertainment season 1 usually ended at like 11:30.
Thank God that I just unilaterally and just kind of told you that I was changing the format because, like, holy shit, is it so much easier?
Yeah.
To get two people to agree on a time.
That is very true. They're also pre-recorded now, so we could like edit out the long drolls.
And I can add theme music because everyone has theme music now.
Nice. When I eventually am a contestant again on Devoid Entertainment, which I would love to be if you'd let me. If you'd have me, rather.
I actually do need somebody soon, so I might be calling your number.
My theme music, can it be
it will legitimately be the podcast theme. Like, you will not get
what? Can I get? Have you been using like royalty-free songs?
No, Derek, I've been using royalty-paid songs, and I have been sued for millions of dollars by Warner Media Group.
Dang. I was gonna say you should use like the song RuPaul uses to walk the runway for my theme song.
Legally, probably would get sued out of my pants and then into not pants, whatever.
Yeah. You would get sued so hard you'd probably have to compete on the next season of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Do straight people compete on RuPaul's Drag Race?
So, welcome to Drag Store Lesson Time,
Devoid
history
Drag.
lesson.
I would host the fuck out of Devoid Drag. Just saying, if we were to ever do an online drag show, I would host the fuck out of it. I would not dress up in drag, but I would get a haircut and shave for that shit.
Right. So most drag queens are most this is great. Most drag queens are gay men. There aren't a lot of straight drag queens.
There could be.
There can be. I follow one on TikTok. He's great at what he does. But there's the drag community is both very accepting and extraordinarily unaccepting at the same time.
I can tell from our many talks about RuPaul.
Don't even get me started on the fracking. Anyways.
What the frack is fucking? That's something in my tweet drafts. When Biden and Trump just talked about fracking for half an hour at one of the debates.
Man, what I would give to talk about fracking for an hour with Donald Trump.
Hey, he doesn't have a apartment place casino thing anymore in New Jersey.
Oh no, did it shut down? Did he go bankrupt again? Is he a little bitch boy? Anyway.
No, it got demolished.
Do you think
in like a controlled demolition?
Will I get canceled if I call Donald Trump a little bitch boy?
No, I think they throw parades on MSNBC for people who call him that.
Yo, if we get a parade on MSNBC because I called Donald Trump a little bitch boy.
But you will be canceled via Newsmax. Vermont calls the best president of all time a little bitch boy.
Newsmax is like, Vermont teenager calls still the president Donald Trump a little bitch boy. Is thus fired from all of the jobs he's ever owned.
Hey, Donald Trump hasn't been president more recently than you have been a teenager.
I mean,
because he's not the president now, and you have been not a teenager for longer than not now.
I mean, yes, this is true.
It's all up here, everybody.
Newsmax is going to event the country soon enough. Like in my Deadpool of like, instead of like naming who's going to be dead next, it's what the fuck dumb shit's going to happen with the news next. Newsmax inventing a country is like my bet.
Predicting 2025.
If Newsmax should like lean into the bullshit it spreads and like start telling a story. Like Newsmax should just fuck off and like become a story.
Newsmax should start doing serialized news.
The season premiere of News.
Oh my god, I would watch the fuck out of that. If like News was serialized, kind of like how Seth Meyers' A Closer Look is serialized.
Yeah. And like how like Stefan on SNL is almost serialized. Like
it's not canon and it's not canon on Seth Meyers' show though.
But it does not mean that it is not canon on other shows. Because it's very canon on SNL.
Yes.
When Stefan's last name is mentioned, it's Stefan Meyers, because they're married.
But he almost married Anderson Cooper, which is equally funny.
That was so funny. I was very apologetically watching all of the Stefan bits the other day.
I was watching Jonah Hill's Adam Grossman videos.
What?
Dude,
what?
One of the funniest things SNL has ever put on in the 21st century is Jonah Hill pretending to be 6 years old.
Oh, that. Yes.
So funny. Oh my fucking god. He's like a mafia boss guy, but also 6, and he holds up 6 fingers like this.
Is Jonah Hill the original Boss Baby?
No,
Who is?
Eric Trump.
Play the clip, man.
I can't, I deleted it.
No! Why'd you delete it? It was so good.
I don't know.
Did you also delete the clip of me being stupid?
Could never.
God damn it. You're gonna
It's back!
baited.
That's what you call bait and switch. You thought I was going to play Derek saying it was what happened yesterday. But...
Oh, I got one. Hold on, I'm reeling it in. I got one.
Okay.
It's a polar seltzer. Now, not sponsored.
Imagine
Please sponsor me.
Imagine if we get sued by Polar Seltzer and they're just like, stop using our brand on your show.
Listen, this is part of my brand. This specific beverage is part of my brand. I drink one of these on a regular basis.
And this Devoid brand is part of my brand.
We've mentioned so many brands. I would kind of be surprised if we didn't get sued for this episode.
Nah, this episode's cool.
I don't think I don't think KFC will ever watch a video of ours.
We have to tweet at KFC as much as Brainbuster Boys tweet at McAllister's Deli.
Hey, when was the last time we DM'd OJ?
Recently, and like I believe in 2021, I have DM'd OJ.
Wait, did you really? I don't check my DMs.
Oh no! Okay, so of course it started. Okay, it was. I don't know. I don't know if we should. I can't think of like a nicer way.
A nicer way.
You think OJ runs his own Twitter account?
I'd like to think he does. He was trending the other day. I didn't check why, but he was trending the other day.
Because he got a vaccine shot. Because he's like in like the elderly risk.
OJ got vaccinated before I did? I work with young adults on a regular basis. OJ got vaccinated?
Yeah, that's why he was trending, because they were just like people were like freaking out, but like he is like 75 years old or something like that.
Yeah, but he killed 2 people.
Allegedly. He can't listen. All of our guests have said, according to the law, he did not. We need a guest like Griff Garrison, who is just like, yeah. I need Micah Taylor, pending guest, to say that. I need that comedian who we have not.
Are we gonna leave in us not knowing his name in the podcast?
His name's Brian. I saw him live.
What's his last name?
It starts with a G.
It sure does.
I know. I've watched it before.
Who is your dream guest?
My dream
besides
guest?
OJ.
So, can I have an ironic one and an unironic one?
Yes.
Very much ironically, Ben Shapiro. Come on.
Oh my god.
You can't deny that would not be amazing.
Are his DMs open?
What?
Are his DMs open? I'd imagine they're not, but it doesn't hurt to check, right?
Do you think he has at Ben Shapiro, or do you think he's like Ben_Shapiro?
He is at Ben Shapiro, and his DMs are not open.
You can probably just email him though, right?
I'd imagine you'd be able to find his email on dailywire.com.
Ben Shapiro's pinned tweet would be "Facts don't care about your feelings." Like, it absolutely would.
How do you think he would react to our OJ question?
Wow.
Well, if you look at the law, and the law is what the country dictates, but if you look at the law, Orenthal James Simpson absolutely would be innocent. But if you took my opinion into account, I believe that with the evidence that has been shown throughout the years, that OJ Simpson may have done it. But the law says he has not.
Ben Shapiro thinks OJ did it, but because of racist reasons. I'm just saying, part of Tucker Carlson, who is a person that it's suggested to follow once you look up Ben Shapiro. I did not just find this on my own. Part of his bio says retweets are emphatic endorsements.
Yo, what if we got Tucker Carlson to retweet us?
We'd have to say something like insane. We'd have to say like Biden's dogs look more presidential than him, or like some bullshit like that.
We should tweet at Tucker Carlson. Doesn't it seem like a coincidence that Joe and Jill's names sound so much alike?
Isn't it a coincidence that Obama's back in the news after his vice president is
Do we want an emphatic endorsement from Tucker Carlson?
No, but who's your ironic guess that you would love? Because OJ's a given.
Well, I had another one, but now I think it's Tucker Carlson.
I do think that Tucker Carlson technically would be. Maybe Tucker Carlson would be a good guest.
I think it'd be our funniest episode. Because it'd be him trying to do a serious interview and us fucking with him for an hour.
So, Tucker, what do you think is the problem facing America? Well,
so Tucker,
I'm so sorry. The liberals hacked my computer.
So Tucker, if you were in a room with Hitler, Osama bin Laden, and a liberal, and you had a gun with one bullet, I'd almost be afraid to ask him the Sunny D question, because if he said yes, that he likes Sunny D, I'd have to stop liking Sunny D.
I'm gonna tweet at him, "Does Tucker Carlson support Sunny Delight?"
We could ruin so many companies just by asking Tucker Carlson how he feels about them on our podcast.
Doesn't Tucker Carlson, didn't he lose all of his like endorsements and sponsorships because of the shit he was saying about like Trump and like the election?
Because he's an insane asshole.
And yet Sean Hannity has been doing this shit for so long.
Sean Hannity's also an insane asshole.
All right. So who's your unironic person?
I think for this for the regular podcast or just for our channel?
Our channel.
I think my dream guest for a channel, because it would be such a cool experience, and like honestly, like if we had anybody as a guest on our podcast, I think it would have to be Cody Rhodes.
I too was going to pick a wrestling personality, but I was thinking bigger. Mine is The Rock.
I mean, The Rock would be a great guest, but I think for our podcast as a whole, like it would be such a cool experience. I know for you, for sure.
Yeah, but I think Cody Rhodes is too attainable for me. Was
that Micah doing a dig on Cody Rhodes?
No, it's not doing a dig.
I'm texting Graham immediately.
First of all, it's Matt who doesn't like him. I don't think Graham has a problem with Cody. I hope Graham doesn't have a problem with Cody. But no, I think like The Rock would legitimately be. It's like almost unattainable. But like Cody does interviews like all the time.
Yeah, but Cody also runs a wrestling school and a promotion essentially.
And he's going to be a dad.
You know who's all those things and more?
the founder of Seven Bucks Enterprises, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, star of hit movies such as The Game Plan, Race to Witch Mountain, and Journey 2.
My real dream guest is we advertise The Rock and it's The Miz. Like we said it was gonna be a movie star. We said it was gonna be a TV star. Someone who is a wrestler.
But, like, I like The Miz as a person. Like,
Me too.
Like, I watched like a couple episodes of Miz and Mrs. He seems like a fucking delight.
Miz and Mrs. also, I have to say, Miz and Mrs. is unironically a good show.
Better than any of the Total Divas, Total Bella shows.
It's the best like reality show USA's got.
That's not true. There's a reason that Chris Lee Knows Best is on season 12.
I hate the entire Chris Lee family with every fiber of my being.
My mom watches the shit out of that stuff, man.
Can we add Todd Chrisley to the fuck list, please?
Done.
I hate that guy.
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
You know, he's a fan of WWE.
That guy. Can we get Todd Chrisley on our podcast?
Todd Chrisley has the same energy, but polar opposite of Ben Shapiro.
Todd Chrisley is if like John Mulaney grew up to be like his parents.
Todd Chrisley is John Mulaney if John Mulaney did not stop going to church.
Why? How did he get all of this money besides tax evasion?
He's like a real estate person, I'm pretty sure.
Is he?
Yeah.
And
to my surprise, when I first asked, he is not gay.
He's not. He's very much married with a family to a woman.
I did not know that. I just like kept seeing him, and I was just like, "That dude's gay, right?" And my sister was like, "No, he's metrosexual. He just likes taking care of himself a lot." And I was like, "He gives like you can't like." I'm not even trying to be mean. Like I just thought he was gay.
You know what? Stereotype? Not stereotype. What like type of character USA reality shows do very well? It's the wacky grandma. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like Chris Lee's mom and Maurice's mom. Like that archetype of character is a great one on reality TV.
I think for views, David Dobrik or Mr. Beast. If we wanted like instant views.
Oh yeah. For views? Absolutely.
Yeah. I feel like Mr. Beast doesn't do podcasts though. He's just like, I've hidden 2,000 French fries in this.
Mr. Beast does whatever the real life equivalent of Bitcoin mining is, but for like US dollars.
Mr. Beast is going to be like, I paid off an entire college's student tuition for the semester.
Mr. Beast is going to make a video that's like, I purchased the entire state of Alaska for $1 an acre.
Is Cody Rhodes like the equivalent for me? Is Gus Johnson like the equivalent to you of like that would be like amazing, but like probably attainable?
Probably Eddie more than Gus.
You would rather Eddie than Gus?
Eddie is one of my favorites on YouTube.
I think
anything.
I'd rather Gus.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to have a trial about this.
Pass.
Freaking, what would we do a different trial about?
No, it would be the same trial because we still have a mistrial.
Right, but if we did another trial, like what have we argued on that would be trial worthy?
A lot. Have you been here for the past year? We argue on a lot of things.
Yeah, but we don't argue to the point of like we need a full trial to settle this. As we have on Sunny D.
Yeah, but Sunny D is like a very...
Can we have our own OJ trial?
No, Derek!
Wait a minute. We already did with the Sunny D one.
That wasn't a trial, though.
That was a funny joke.
You did not get acquitted. It's still technically on the list. It's in parentheses, but it's still on the list.
I do want to remind you that after the trial, they did say that if they didn't declare a mistrial, I probably would have won.
Whatever.
Did you have a tweet from God?
No, but I drank Sunny D, and I think that was punishment enough.
I drank Sunny D throughout that entire trial, and I'll do it again.
You will because you're gross. That's gross, Derek.
I drank a whole lot of these things, and they have the same energy.
Sunny D is gross. Just get orange juice. Well, from all of us, specifically Devoid, I love you. Goodbye.